Alright, hey guys, so today we're going to talk about slope-intercept form. Before we get into slope-intercept form, we need to prove where slope-intercept form comes from. So I want us to make a graph, and I have my x-axis, I have my y-axis. I'm going to put just two random dots on my graph to make a line, and then I'm going to connect those two dots. And I don't know exactly where those two dots are located because I didn't number off my graph. So we're going to call this dot 0B because I know that B stands for my y-intercept and it's on my y-axis. And I didn't move any on my x-axis, so I know that the x value is 0. This point I actually don't know where it's located at, so I'm just going to call it how I call my other ordered pairs, x comma y. So this is going to be x1, I'm going to call this y1, x2, y2. Now I can use the slope formula, which tells me that I can find slope by using y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then I'm going to have y2, which is my y, minus y1, which is my b, all over x2, which is my x, minus x1, which was 0. And then I'm going to continue to simplify this. So I have m equals y minus b, I can't do anything there, over x minus 0 is just x. And we're going to figure out how to get x by, y by itself. So I'm going to multiply both sides by x to cancel out the x. And multiply both sides by x. So I'm going to rewrite this as mx equals y minus b. And then I want to solve for y, I want y by itself. So I need to add b to both sides. So then I have mx plus b equals y. And then I'm going to rearrange this to say y equals mx plus b. That's where the slope-intercept formula comes from. So be sure you know that. Here are the notes for today. I will be checking your journal next week, so be sure you have all of your notes in your journal. So let's do some examples. So I'm going to give you equations in y equals 4. So let's say I gave you an equation that said y equals a half x minus 3, and I asked you to graph. So first thing we need to do is we need to identify the y-intercept. The y-intercept is -3. So on my y-axis, I'm going to put a dot at -3. That's my starting point. And then I'm going to identify the slope. The slope of this equation is a half. That tells me that I'm going to rise and I'm going to run to get my other points. So we are rising 1, running 2, up 1, over 2, up 1, over 2, up 1, over 2. And so then I have enough dots that I can make my line. Okay, so your homework is going to be over graphing lines. Now, if I wanted to write the equation, I need to find the y-intercept first. The y-intercept for this problem is 5. And then I need to find the slope. So I'm going from here to here. I'm falling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm running 1, 2, 3. So then all I have to do is sub this information into the equation. So I have y equals -5/3 x plus 5, because it's your m and then your b, mx plus b. So let's do some more graphing. So here we're going to start at -2, and then I'm going to go up 7 and over 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to connect my dots. All right. So this one I have an m of -6 and I have a b of 3. So I have a b of 3. I'm going to fall 6 and run 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to run 1. And I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to connect my dots. Alright. Oh, this one's difficult. So I have y equals mx plus b. I don't have an m. But my b is -5. So I don't have an m. We're going to say I have an m of 0. My b is -5. So if I have a slope of 0, that goes side to side. So I'm just going to draw a line, a horizontal line right here. Okay. And on the last one, I'm going to start at 1. And I'm going to go up 6. But I can't go up 6. So I'm going to go down 6 and to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, y. So be sure if you changed one, if the original problem was positive, I had to change both of them to negative, because two negatives make that a positive. Alright, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I will be grading your journals next week, so be sure you have everything in your journal.